Hello, hello. Good afternoon, students. My name is Abdul Martin. I'm going to be teaching you Python. Python is a programming language. It's very easy. It's easy to learn. I want to know if any of you have heard of coding or programming before. You can start typing. Um, you can start typing on your chat to let me know if you have learnt or heard of coding or programming before. So Python is a very easy language. It's very easy to learn. I hope you all can hear me. So it's very easy to learn. We are going to learn step-by-step procedure on how to program things using Python. You can't you will find it very fun because Python is one of the easiest language, so it's fun. So I'm going to be introducing you today to how to install Python on your system, on your PC, whether you're using Windows, Mac, or Linux. I'm going to be showing you how to install it. And we're going to be writing a very simple um, program today. So you can start typing to let me know if you have heard of Python before or if you have coded in any language before. So I'm going to be presenting a slide to you to show you what what Python is about. I hope you all learn from it. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now to show you what Python entails. Okay. So that is going to take some minutes. Okay. I hope you all can see my screen now. So let's get started. So this is welcome to the Python class. So this is going to be a very fun coding class. So this is Python from Coderina. So now I'm going to be introducing you to what Python is, what Python is used for, what Python can do, and why you have to use Python. Though there are other languages there, but Python is one of the most important language you can use these days because Python can be used for different things. You can use it for web development. If you've heard of web development before, you can use it to build programs which will run on your system. You can use it to build programs which will run on your phone. So let me get answers from you if you've heard of any programming language or you've used any programming language of you or you've coded before or you've learnt anything related to programming. If even though you are a beginner here or you've learned Python before but you want to um um know more on your knowledge, you can know more with this tutorial. So even though you're a beginner, you don't know anything about coding, you can learn coding from here. Okay. So okay. So I'm seeing your chat now. So someone said he started coding on Code Academy. Yes, Code Academy is one of the places you can learn Python from. You can learn Python from Code Academy. So you can learn Python from different sites too. So Python is very easy. So no, it's just like speaking English. It's just like writing English. That's how Python is. So Python is not something you should be afraid of. So let's see what we can use Python for. Let's see what we can use Python for. So Python is, like I said, Python is very popular. People use Python a lot. Python is object oriented. It is a high level general purpose programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and was released in 1991. So Python was released in 1991. Is a general purpose language, which means you can use it for different things. Um, so let's go to our next slide. Coming. So as you all saw there, so the someone said is Python 3.7 okay? Yes, Python 3.7 is okay. Though the latest Python now we have is Python 3.8.3, which is the latest Python we have. Most people like using Python 2. I don't know why, but Python 2 is from Python 2 upwards. You can use Python 2, you can use Python 3. There's no Python you can't use for this practice. Someone said he has learned Q basics. Yeah, that's still introducing yourself to programming. Visual Studio, Visual Code, that's introducing yourself to programming also. Let's see. Okay. You're going to learn how can you download it. You're going to learn how to download Python here. I'm going to show you the step-by-step procedure on how to download Python. Someone said GitHub. GitHub is a version control, so you I don't think you're going to learn GitHub today, but maybe I'm going to introduce it to you. I'm going to introduce a little bit about GitHub, because when you start programming, you have to document your code. You have to host your code somewhere. You have to keep your code safe. So where you can keep your code safe is GitHub. Git is a version control, while GitHub is like a place where you host that documents you saved. So now so what Python do I prefer? Personally, I prefer Python 3. I use Python 3. So I use Python 3 to do my programming. So Python 3 is okay. Python 3 is fine. Python 2 is also fine. You can use Python, any Python you want, but Python 3 is okay. So let's see. Let's go to the next slide here. So what Python is used for, like I said before, Python is used for web development. Python is used for software development. Python is used for mathematics, and Python is used for system scripting. You can use Python for web development, the server side. If you are conversant with web development, if you know about web development, you know that there's the client side in web development and there's the server side in web development. The client side is like what you see, what you interact with on your system. That's what the client side is about in the web development aspect. What you see on your system, like you see your user interface, you see maybe you want to click a button, you read and stuff like that. But what's working under, when for instance when you log in, when you want to sign up to a website, you sign up, you write your name and your email or some things like that. So where that information are going to is what we called the server side. So what's used to program that server side is you can, one of the language is Python, so you can use Python for that. Software development, you can use Python for different software development. You can use Python to for AI, for programming AI. You can use Python for programming machine learning, if you know what machine learning is. You can use software development is maybe, for instance, a you can see your Windows OS. If you want to create a OS, for instance, an operating system, for instance, you can use Python for that. You can use Python for your mathematics, or your mathematics, you're saying statistics, you can use it for system scripting. You can use Python also. Okay. Um, let me see. So, can you use Python to code or mobile games? Yes, you can use Python to code mobile games. You can use Python for different. Maybe I'll show you an example when we proceed. I'll show you an example of how you can use Python to make a snake game on your system. What do you do? I'm a web developer, so I develop websites. So do I know basic? Yeah, I know. I learned basic when I started programming. So basic is like when you want to introduce yourself to programming, you can learn basic. You can also learn Python to introduce yourself. Python is even a lot. I think it's even a lot easier to learn Python than basic. Does Python have to do with age? Like, can 10-year-old use Python? Yeah, 10-year-old can use. Even a 6-year-old can use Python. It doesn't have to do with age. Like I said, Python is just like writing English. So you can use Python any as in anywhere you can use Python. So Python is very easy. Look, anybody can learn Python. Can you show us how Python look? I'm going to show everyone how Python looks. So just keep calm. I'm going to show you everything you need to learn about Python. You're going to learn it here. Um, okay. It's very easy, like I said before, it's very easy. So it's enjoyable. When you start learning how to use it, you're going to enjoy it. It's very enjoyable. So let's go to our next slide. So what can Python do? Like I said, Python can be used on server to create web application. Python can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect database system. It can read and modify files. So database is something like I said before, when you log in or where your files, where your names go, is called a database. You create a database using Python. So once you create a database, your name, email, your password goes to that database. So anytime you want to log in, you input your name and your password. So it cross-check it with the database, and if it is correct, it allows you login, or else it's going to say maybe your password is incorrect or you're not a user, something like that. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Yes, you can use Python to perform complex mathematics. And Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production ready software development. Yeah, you can use it for software development, like I said before. So why Python? So why do we need to learn Python? Why do we need to learn Python? Like I said, Python is very easy. That's the first one. Python works on different platforms. You can use, even though you are using your Windows OS, your Mac or Linux, you can use Python for that. You can also use Python for Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is like a microprocessor, if you've heard of it before. It's a microprocessor like for your system. Maybe it's used to like a part of your computer, or like if you want to create a robot, for instance. If you want to create a robot, for instance, or a machine, you can use Raspberry Pi to create that. And the programming language used for Raspberry Pi is Python. Python has simple syntax similar to English language, like I said before. Python has simple syntax similar to English language. It's very simple. It's like speaking English. You're using Python to direct the computer to do this, do that. It's just like telling the computer, I want you to run this, I want you to run that. It's that simple. Python has syntax that allows developer to write program with fewer lines of code than some other programming language. Yes, that's very true. That's why I said Python is very easy, because maybe for some other languages you might have to write like 10 lines of code to make to do a task. You might have to write like 10 lines of code to do a task, but for Python you might just write two. It's that simple. So you might just write 2 for Python and that's all. Python runs on interpreter system, meaning that the code will be executed as soon as it is written. So as soon as you write a Python code, one line, as soon as you write a line of Python code, the system interprets that line of Python code. Like some other programming languages, for instance, C++, which works on compiler system. C++ will you have to write all your program before it compiles it and runs your program to tell you this is what your program does. But for Python, it tells you immediately if there's an error in your code. So you know that this line, I have an error there, or this line, I have an error there. So, but for C++, for instance, you have to compile all your code. So, once it tells you that maybe once you compile your code and it tells you that there's an error somewhere, you have to start searching for it before you get where the error is. Python can be treated in procedural way, an object-oriented way, or functional way. Okay, so somebody was asking to show you how to what Python looks like. Now, let's get started on how we're going to install Python. So, like I said before, Python is compatible with on your Mac, on your Windows, on your Linux PC. So you can install it anywhere. So, and let me tell you one thing again. You can't. You can use different um places. You can write Python in different places. Even you can write Python on your um what's it called, on your notepad, though that's not advisable. It's not advisable to write it on your notepad, but you can write it on your notepad. It's just that simple. It's very, very simple. But one thing I recommend for you to use is either use an IDE, which is called Integrated Development Environment, or you use a text editor, or you use the Python command line. So now in this section, I'm going to show you different IDEs, different um, editors, and different how to use your Python command line also. Okay. So does anyone have Python in their system? Let me know. I've heard of COBOL. Someone said he has heard of COBOL. Yes, COBOL too is a programming language. Though COBOL um is mainly used for business. Is a business oriented language. COBOL is a business oriented language. So someone said Raspberry Pi can be used for yes, Raspberry Pi can be used for robotics. Which is better, Python or Scratch? Hmm. Python or Scratch? Hmm. Um, Scratch is more like when you're introducing let me say kids to programming, when you want to learn programming. When in Scratch you don't have to write, you just have to, it's just like blocks. You have to just drag and drop blocks, drag and drop blocks. That's how Python is. That's how Scratch is. But for Python, you have to write codes. So um I say Python is different from Scratch. So you can use what you use Python for. You can use what you use Python for to do what you want to use Scratch for, and you can use what you want to use Scratch for to do what. Though you can use Scratch to build games also, but it's different. It's entirely different. So it depends on what you flow with. There is Python, C, JS, Ruby, C++, Swift. It depends on you. Yes, I agree with that too. Soro Michael, I agree with you. But you know, yeah, it depends on you. It depends on what the person wants to learn. But Python, like I said, Python might be it's easier than most of the languages you're saying now. For instance, I've used C++ and I've used JS. I can say I prefer to use Python than to use C++. If you've seen C++ before, you will know what I'm saying. I'm going to show you an example side by side of a C++ code and a Python code. I'm going to let you choose which one is easier. Okay? So which is the best programming language? Um I think this year 2020, um I think Python should be the either the first or second best programming language in the world. It's the most used, I mean, most used programming language in the world. So okay. Someone said Java. Java is a little bit if you've seen a Java code too, you know that Java is a little bit complicated than Python. Java is a little bit is even harder than I can say it's harder, it's very hard to learn than Python. Python, like I said before, is English like. Okay, so now let's go to I hope you all can see this. So I'm going to show you what Python, your Python command line looks like. So this is how your Python command line looks like. This is what it actually looks like. This is what you're going to see once you install your Python command line. That's if you want to use Python command line. If you don't want to use Python command line, there are other things you can use like text editor and IDEs. Text editor, for instance, an example of a text editor is Sublime Text. Sublime Text is a text editor used to write different languages. You can use it to write JavaScript, you can use it to write C++, you can use it to write different languages. So you can use it to write Python also. Um, you can also use PyCharm, which is an IDE, integrated development environment. You can use PyCharm, you can use Spider, you can use Anaconda. I'm going to show you all this. You can use Tony IDE, and you can also program on your phone. Imagine how that's like. You can also program on your phone. There are different tools which you're going to get. Don't worry, you all are going to get this PyCharm. Someone said PyCharm is also a text editor for Python. No, PyCharm is not a text editor. PyCharm is an IDE. Visual Studio also, yes, you can use Visual Studio, you can use Visual Studio Code. Some people mix that and say it's the same thing. No, Visual Studio Code is different from Visual Studio. Um, so what about Atom? Yes, Atom is you can use also Atom is a text editor used for you can also use Atom for to write Python. So let's dive into installing um let's dive into installing the Python, how to install your Python. You guys should take a minute to watch this video. So these are all the different tools you can use to write Python. You can use Eclipse, Sublime Text, PyCharm, Anaconda, GNU Emacs, Visual Studio Code, Spider, Tony, and so many more. So these are the steps written here on how to install Python. You're going to get the this slide, so don't worry. I'm going to show you this slide. But if you want to install it now, you can also start installing it. And if you want to code on your phone, you can download an app called Treb Edit. Let me confirm that it's you can use an app called Treb Edit to write your Python Python code. You can also use it to write different other languages. You can use it to write different other languages. Treb Edit. So you can start downloading it now to check how the Treb Edit looks like. So I'm going to play a video on how to install your Python on your system. So you can also follow that video to install Python. Sorry. Okay, so this is what the Python command line looks like. I've shown you that before. So I'm going to play this video now. Please listen, watch and listen to how you can um download Python. Hello, sorry. I don't know why that's hello and welcome to this Python installation tutorial. My name is sorry. Hello and welcome to this Python installation tutorial. My name is Abdul Martin, and I'm going to be taking you through the procedure on how to install Python on your PC. And Python is compatible with, so I'm going to be taking you through how to install it. Don't worry. I don't know why that's happening, but sites for your python.org is the site to download your Python on your desktop. And these are the OS you can use to download. These are the Windows, Linux, Macs, and other OS. That's okay. So I hope your Python on your system. I hope some of you have installed Python on your system, and I hope some of you have installed the try. Okay, talk 5 seconds back. Oh, so I'm going to share the video. So no need to panic. There's no need to panic. I'm going to share the video to everyone. So everyone is going to get that video. That slide, it's in the video. So you're going to get the video to install your Python. You're going to get a slide on how to install your Python. So I hope you all can hear me. And if you can hear me, can you say I? Okay, if you can you all hear me now? I need to know if you can hear me. Okay. So I've gotten the eye from someone. That means you can hear me. I hope it's not frozen now because I had a little bit network issue back then. So I've adjusted it now. I hope you all can hear me now. So okay, you can hear me now. So I said I'm going to share the video of how to install your Python. And I think, okay, so let me go through how to even let me go through how to install Python here now, so you can see how to install it. So first of all, you go to your web browser, which I am now. You go to your browser. Okay, so once you open your browser, how you can see this, you type in Python. Then you go to the first website that pops up, which is the python.org. You click on python.org. You click on it. Then then you click on download. You can see the latest Python is Python 3.8.3. So you click on Python 3.8.3. So to download, this is for Windows. To download on your Windows, you can click on Linux to download on Linux. You can see this is the latest release, Python 3. There's also Python 2, Python 3. You can download Python 2 and Python 3. These are the source code. That's for Linux. That's for Linux. Okay. So for Mac, let me show you for Mac also. This is for Mac. You can see the Python 2 and Python 3. You can see the information on how to install it from different sources here. You can see Python 3, May 13th, 2020. That's the day they released it. So this Python 3 for Mac. So let's go back. Okay, so this for Windows, like I said before. So you can just click on it to download your, since I already have it, I don't need to download it. So you can click on it to download, and if you want to install it, go to your download, click on it, and it will install by itself. I hope that's clear. Did you all get that, or should I do it again? Did you all get that, or should I move on, or should I show you how to install the Python again? Because I think some of you didn't see that. Can you hear me, please? Because I'm getting, okay, okay. Someone said he got it. Okay, okay. That's good. That's good. So let's move on then. Let's move on then. Let me go to the slide. Okay, let me go to the slide now. Let's move on. So now, we are going to start writing our first code. I'm going to start showing you how to write your first code. So has anyone installed Python yet? Has anyone installed Python on their system yet? Okay, yes. Okay. So since we have, some of you have installed Python. If you haven't installed Python, no worries. No worries. You're going to get how to do install the Python and how to write your first code. So mostly when you start learning a programming language, the first thing you're going to write on your using your program is hello world. Like, that's the beginning for everyone. That was the beginning for me too. I'm also a student just like you all. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, about how what I study. I'm currently studying mechatronics, which is robotics, so we use Python a lot, and we also use other programming languages like C++. We also learned how to use C for, just like I said, we use it for Raspberry Pi, we use it for Arduino to program Arduino, to program Raspberry Pi too. So we use it for software development, also use it for web development also. So so let's get started on how to write first uh our first word, which is hello world um on our Python command line. So first thing to do is you can all open your command line. You can open your command line. Then let me show you how to do it here. Yes, I'm a student. I'm a student. Someone said I just Boju Alimi. Someone said I just opened it on browser. Do you mean you opened Python on your browser? You want to download it, or you've installed it already? Please write your reply. Okay. Yes, I'm in one of the Nigerian University, Futmina. I'm currently in Futmina for Federal University of Technology, Mina, studying mechatronics. Yes. So this is our Python. once you open your Python, you can just type in is anyone on Python? Is anyone on Python? Okay, I can see that some people are already getting how to uh someone already knows how to print hello world on your console. Yes, yes, to write hello world on your console, you have to type in print hello world. You can see that's, like I said before, it's just simple English. Very, very simple. uh you just type in print hello world. Print means to print something out. So print means to print something out. So you are telling the your computer through Python, you're telling it print hello world. So I want you to print hello world. So Bojo Alemi said he has opened Python. Has anyone else opened Python? Let me give you like a minute for you to start your Python. Has anyone else opened Python? If you also have maybe for instance you have Sublime Text, you have PyCharm, you have Tony. For your phone, like I said, you I'm going to show you what you can use Treb Edit. I'm going to show you how it looks like on my phone right now. So you all can see it. So this is Treb Edit. This, I hope you all can see this. Can you all see this? This is Treb Edit. This is how Treb Edit will look like once you install Treb Edit. This is how it's going to look like. Okay, so you can create your project. You can even get a source code, like your code from a web. For instance, you want to get how a site is created. You want to know how it is created, you want to get the code on how a site is created, you can get it from here. Just type in the site. So you can install this from Play Store. You can install this from Play Store. It's very easy. I'm not sure if it's on iPhones, but I'm very sure it's on Android. You can also check your iPhones if it's there. If you're using iPhone, you can check it if it's there. I'm not sure, but I'll check for you too also here. So you can create your projects here. You can even learn to code here. You can learn some coding basics here. You can get source code. Like I said before, you can get your source code. This is how Treb Edit looks like once you install it. Yeah, Treb Edit. Okay, and there are also many. It's not only Treb Edit. There are also, you can also check for other text editor for Android. There are also different text editor for Android. Okay. Good afternoon to you, EF. Good afternoon. Okay. So now let me show you how to print hello world on your console. So what we're going to type is print bracket your quotation mark hello world. Then the quotation mark, then close the bracket. As you can see, it has printed. You press enter, then it will print your hello world on your console. It will print hello world on your console. Can you all see that, please? Has anyone done that? If okay, so is it working? If you've done that, is it working? Can I know if it's working? Jolie Scientist said he has done that. Is it working, Jolie Scientist? So some people said they are installing it. Okay. We are going to I'm going to keep this here so you can see how to do it. Print hello world. For instance, if you're using, this is for Python 3. For instance, if you're using Python 2, you don't need your bracket. You don't need your bracket at all. So this is not going to work here, but it's going to work for Python 2. Okay, so print for Python 2, you have to do print. I think let me check if I have Python 2, please, so I can Python 2. So I can show you how it works on Python 3 and how it works on Python 2. Can you use Python online? Yes, you can use Python online. I forgot to say that you can use something called Jupyter Book to write Python online. You can use your Jupyter Book to write. So just go online and search for Jupyter Book. You will see it how to you can use Jupyter Book to write Python online. Just search for Jupyter Book. That means you can also use Jupyter Book on your phone. So let me show you if I have I don't have Python 2, sorry. I don't have Python 2. I just have two versions of Python 3 here. So for Python 2, what you need to do is just type in this hello world. So this is for Python 2. If I excuse me, it's showing me browser quit. Sorry, I didn't get that at Stephanie. I didn't get that. Okay. So if I type this now, you see that it's going to show me an error because that is not the syntax for Python 2. Okay, so I'll soon round up now. So you're going to get this slide, don't worry. So you're going to see how you can write Python. These are Python variables, how to comment in Python, how to write your Python variable. So that's all for this section. So thank you, and join me in the next class to learn more about Python. Don't worry, in the next class, I hope you all have installed Python. So what you can do now is install your Python, write your print hello world as an assignment, or you can even write other codes you search for, and don't write something complex, just write something very simple and send it to hello@coderina .org. So just send it to hello@coderina.org. um so that's all for this class. Thank you very much. You can just rest a little bit and go to, if you're interested in the class for robotics, you can go to the class for robotics. Thank you for watching.